Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Corinne. If you guys do not know me, I am 23 and I have graduated college. I work in social media and I am a social media manager as my job, you could say. And today I'm going to be showing you guys how I edit my photos, and I feel like this has been a very highly requested video. I feel like a lot goes into my editing, to be honest. I do a lot of things. I use probably more apps than most, but I feel like a whole edit makes a photo. So I'm actually going to be adding a screen recording over here so you can see kind of what I do and how I do it. So yeah, if you are interested in seeing how I edit my photos, just keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to make sure my screen is screen recorded. Sweet, okay. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up Lightroom. This is my #1 app that I use for literally everything, so if you don't have Lightroom, you're missing out. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna choose a photo that I haven't, sorry, so many photos. I'm trying to pick one that would probably be easiest to edit. We can do this one. So I took this the other day. I think it's super cute and kind of easy for me to edit for you guys. So with this photo, I actually like to flip a lot of my photos. I know that sounds so weird, but I feel like why have a better side, and I feel like maybe sometimes the picture or the camera doesn't pick that up, so I like to flip my photos. So what I'll do first is I'll go into my color and I'll actually turn up the warmth a few, not much, just a little bit, and then I'll actually go into tint as well and pull it up to maybe like 15 or 16. I don't like to have any type of green on my photos, so I like to make them more pink. So once we have that, I'll kind of maybe adjust a little bit of the temperature more, but not much. So then what I'll do is I'll go into light, and depending on the lighting, I'll either turn it down or turn it up a little bit. I'm going to turn it down just a tiny bit. Contrast, I actually like contrast in my photos, so I'll pull that up. And honestly, this is very rough. Like, I don't have certain numbers that I do or whatever. Then the next thing is I'll kind of turn down highlights. I'll pull shadows actually down. So the blacks kind of stand out. Whites I'll pull down, and blacks I'll turn down as well. So yeah, you can see there's like kind of a warmer tone to the picture already. So then what I'll do is I will go into color again, and I'll go into the mix section, and this is where I edit individual colors. So the first one I start at is usually yellow, and I'll usually turn the yellow all the way up luminance. So it's not super vibrant. As you can see, when I pull it all the way down, it's super yellow. So I pull it up a little bit, and then I'll turn down the saturation a tiny bit, so my hair kind of stands out, because none of us like yellow hair. If we're blondes, you know that. And so that's what I'll do, and I'll also go into the orange. This is where this can be a huge difference. A lot of times I see girls pulling the luminance down a ton, and it makes you look super dark and probably really unnatural, so you don't want to do that much. If that's your vibe, go for it. If not, that's what I advise you to do. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull down I'm going to pull down the luminance a tiny bit. I do have self-tanner on it, and that was like fresh, so I don't want to make myself look too tan. And then I will turn down the saturation a tiny bit and keep pulling the luminance down until I kind of have like a good base of where I want it. With that, I kind of turn down saturation, and I mix or I do stuff with luminance as well, because I feel like those two together can kind of get crazy if you don't know what you're doing. And then I'll actually pull the hue up a tiny bit to the red side, so my skin doesn't look like a yellow or green. Then I'll go into the blues, and I'll actually I actually don't like a lot of blue in my photo at all, but if I'm wearing jeans, it's obviously a different story. So I will pull down the blue a tiny bit sometimes my white shoes will pull blue and I don't like that, so then I'll turn down the blue. And yeah, so that's kind of everything I do, to be honest. And then I'll kind of go back, and if I want to like add a little bit more pink. Oh, also don't forget, also in the mix, I forgot to do this. I turn on the green all the way. Like I don't want any green tones at all. That's just not what I'm going for. So that is what I will do with that. And then I'll go into detail, and this is where you can like smooth your photos out to make them look a little bit more, I guess, smooth. If you actually pull up the noise reduction and the color noise reduction, it actually like smooths stuff out because it kind of gets rid of like the noise of the color. Sounds super weird, I don't know, but it just it helps. And then what I'll do is I will go into effects and I'll pull the grain up quite a bit, honestly, probably like, let's say 30. I don't do this with every photo, but so you can see that's the original and that's the after. Pink, warm, all that. So I'll save that to my camera roll. And then I'll go actually into Kuni Cam and I'll add the photo. For some reason my Lightroom saves all my photos upside down. No idea why. I don't know how to fix it, whatever. So first of all, I'll adjust and turn this. Oh wait, I'm flipping it. Whoops. Okay, there we go. So I flipped it the right way. The only thing I really do in Kuni Cam is the date, and a lot of you guys ask me what the date is. So I'll put the date and I'll just move it around until I find a spot. Then I save it. Then I go into Afterlight, and this is where I use the dust. So I'll take that, I'll go in and do a dust filter. And honestly, that's all I do. It's really simple, super easy. I do this with a lot of photos. I actually made a preset for myself in Lightroom that I can kind of just apply to every photo, but I wanted to show you guys from like a raw standpoint instead of just using the filter. So that is how I edit. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll probably do it in more in-depth video about it, but my camera battery is about to die, so I want to get this like uploaded and edited so you guys can see it. So thank you so much for watching, and if you have any suggestions of what you want to see on my channel, please leave a comment down below, and I am so excited to be filming more for you guys, so stay tuned. Thanks!